Can I help you? Hi. Oh, Nancy? What's up? Hello. Forget something? Need something else? Yes. What now? Hope you brought a good book and some candles. Sounds like we are getting snowed in. You don't want to be messing with his stuff. Glad you made it through that lock-in. That could have been real bad. What brings you here? School? Oh yeah, Nancy, right? Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky. Most people never get to see the inside of the lab. And we're not exactly up to giving tours, considering. Ready? In plain terms, I'm a research scientist. Some days it feels like decades. I don't actually know. 2 years? Maybe a bit less. In a way, Mason's station is over there. He's in during the day. I'm a night Ellie. And as a good Southern girl, I know if you don't have anything good to say, you keep it zipped, like this. Wiring the secondary and primary coils together is a good way to get yourself killed. Or someone else. Yes. She said Nico insisted. I never understood him. But if he was even a fraction as smart as his work leads me to believe, why would he do something so dangerous? No, but it wasn't for lack of trying. I don't know if he had friends. No, it's not like that. I just don't think he needed people. Or if he did, then he hid it well. He was too much of a scientist. I'm organized in the way I think, but Okay, take Mason, for example. He lives his life the way I work. In all of the ways. When he makes a sandwich, he alphabetizes the ingredients. He's not human. Not that it's hard to explain. Like if a computer had legs and a sweater, it'd be Mason. What it comes down to is, I'm 20%. Mason, maybe 60. Nico was 100% a scientist. Getting his comeuppance. I heard about what happened. I honestly don't know. For a genius, he really is dumb sometimes. You know, he's not here. Make you a deal. He's been lording his high-scored aggregation over me. Take him down, and I'll let you poke around. You did good, kid. This is me looking the other way. It's a limited-time offer. Not a hard time, not exactly. It was like he was plugged into a different current than the rest of us. People were to be studied and observed, but that was all he wanted. At least I hope that's how it was. Don't think so, really. Gray. I think that's it. No, trust me, I've tried. I'm not great at remembering to bring my card, and Gray does not like letting me in. How did you find those? Stay out of my things, hun. You don't know what you're messing with. I'm not supposed to have them, but I see you get that. If you have to ask why I'd go out of my way to understand how someone like Nico thought, then you obviously don't realize what a big deal he is. That, and he wanted to keep them from Mason. He hated Mason. Honey, would you ask anyone to explain why they hate Mason? Not was. Is. Yes. More than once. Look around. Life isn't just life anymore. It's plugged in all the time. People live in this weird dream world of their own creation. We're running out of power, and fast. Imagine the jolt when we all wake up together. Nico cracked it. A way to harvest the electricity that's already there all around us. Or, so I heard. I never saw his work. His work is so important, it can't be measured in money. It's pure power. Economic, political, military, and literal power beyond measure. Wars have been fought for far less. That's true. Home. Of course. I wouldn't call Colorado home. Between you and me, I'm looking to get out of here as soon as possible. Even if what happened to Nico never happened, Colorado never welcomed me with open arms. I honestly don't know. Yes, I'm sure. It's my work. I need to keep it safe. I don't need another voice telling me what to do. I just meant, in general. Of course I did. The police. They were persuasive. I don't know if they were going to force me back, and I really didn't want to find out. This isn't something I should talk to you about. Look, it was a hard night for me. I'd like to keep it in my rear view. May not have much, but I got a little. Leave me alone, could ya? I tried, but the phones were out. I must have left it at home that night. I wouldn't say they're bad. They're not great. My Gram raised me to look for the good in everyone, even those who do me harm. Most times I find that glimmer of good, even in the meanest people. But Mason flashes that smug smile of his, and every rage center of my brain releases all of its hate Mason chemicals. Wish that weren't the truth, but it is. Now that is fortunate. If I had to deal with him puppy-dogging all around all the time, I'd never get anything done. We have to meet up to coordinate experiments once in a while. You're wrong. You'd be smart not to. He doesn't have patience for people stirring up the bottom of a river that's best kept still. We have a lot to coordinate right now. I don't know. You're lucky you got out. Really lucky. Nope. Then it must just be an extra. What do you mean? That was just a glitch. The video shows just one person entering the lab. Nico. Of course. Much as I'd like to say no, all my life I was the brainy one. At home, at school, on the bus, in the library, in the corner store. Kids used to call me Watson. That little brat, Susie Watkins, started calling me elementary, my dear Watson, because I made the mistake of correcting Miss Heinz in front of the class one time. But that was a mouthful. Became Watson after a month or so. Shouldn't have called her a brat. I take it back. I don't know. Growing up, everyone had these high expectations that I'd go out and make something big of myself. What no one knew was, much as my mind loved the inside of a book, my heart loved nothing more than being with my family, especially my cousin Rachel. My Gram used to say the two of us put a little extra spin on the world. Rachel was my best friend, and I'd give all I've got to go back to those days. But I was told to go and fulfill my potential, and I did. Funny. Everyone always says the opposite. We weren't rich, and school wasn't cheap. I took out some big loans that my Gram put up the farm for. Can't make the money I need back home in the sticks. It's not all bad. I get to do my part in making the world a better place. That's a happy thought I can take to my pillow each night. Why? You can't sell it. It doesn't work that way. I'm of two minds. It's the right thing to do on one hand. It's easy to be generous when you've already got so much more than you need. The rest of us have lives to build. Don't use that tone. You have to understand, Mason and I put our lives into that work. Nico wanted to give it away. That I can live with. Victor wants to sell it. If anyone is going to sell my work, it's gonna be me. That's why he's here. It didn't make sense why he kept popping in. He knows you figured it out. We have snowmobiles. Ryan and I will go for help. Find Gray. He'll help you with Victor until the police arrive. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not very forgiving. Get out of there.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? Yes, it's been rewired since that night. It never should have been set up that way in the first place. Now, I need you to focus on what we are doing. It's very dangerous. What you're in right now is called a Faraday cage. Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever is inside it, keeping you safe. Here we go! Okay, that's it. Back to the office. Nancy? Is that you? Are you okay? Me too. I'm locked in the booth. I can't get over there to help. Look around. There should be some oxygen tanks. Stay calm. Look for a way out. The vents. See if you can crawl out of the air ducts.
Bye. Goodbye, Nancy.